Welcome back to more Pokemon TCG Pocket. I just introed with the BRP screen on, but either way, hello there. Either way, I just want to say the last video was, in my head, it was crazy. You get this one guaranteed, but the artwork on this Squirtle I love so much. The artwork on Eevee, like I said, I was trying to say is I don't think I have this artwork on my phone account, one I'll carry around me and do whatever. And this is insane in general to me. We've got Wigglytuff EX. Wigglytuff EX is, I don't know, it just looks really nice. Like, I love the coloring and whatnot. It just goes really well with it. And then we got two of these Pikachu ones. The Pikachu EX. I don't know if they call it, but I think everybody's just been calling it like the interactive Pikachu. It was insane to me. We're putting that on a display board now. In the display boards, you can place favorite cards on backdrops and show them off. You can choose backdrops with a variety of themes. It's up to you to decide what themes to use. You can create display boards however you would like. In display boards, you can place cards on backdrops and show them off. There's a variety of backdrops that can be obtained in a number of ways, like from the shop or by completing missions. Saw some in the other video. Probably just didn't know that there were display boards. You can share display boards you've created with friends or others. You can view what other players have shared in the social hub. This is how you do it. Click on it, pick which one you want. You say okay, you pick the card you want. After you go to pick add, and you can go and set tags and everything else. I don't know if it's going to show you setting tags. You can add flair to it if you have a flair, I think. I don't think that's just only for preview. I think you have to have flair to do that. Now you have it there once you pick out of that. So like, we'll go through the steps too. I'm just going to skip all that just so you can see it from what I'm doing. I want to do this one. Eevee one's nice. I will do the Eevee one in the Eevee display board. But for the Pikachu, I'm doing this. You can edit. Okay. Do that. You do this. If you had Flare, you could do that, but I don't. You can go up here where it says private, like in the top left. Make it public. You can make it visible only to friends. I would make them public just because you get those shop tickets if people like them and they see them randomly. We're going to do it like this. You can go in here and you can set tags as well in the bottom right when you go up there to pick if you want to have it public or not. I'm going to say Pokemon EX. To be honest, it is one of my favorite illustrations in here, and it's from my collection. I can save it, back out of it, it's saved. I also want to do the Eevee. And then I want to do the Squirtle, because the Squirtle is also one of my favorite. Public. Set tags. I guess I'll call it a holo. My collection. And yeah, we'll do favorite illustrations as well. Save. And we're doing the Squirtle just because, alright, Squirtle's my favorite starter. Do this. Public set tags. Favorite Pokemon, my collection is what I'll do. All right, so we're gonna go to battles. We're gonna go through the guide. This will show you how to do everything. You're gonna walk through this too, so you'll see all this either way. But for those that don't know battling, let's start battling. Cards aren't only for collecting, they can be used in battle. So the nice thing about this too is you won't have bent cards. You won't have a card that someone slobbered on. You won't have something that's destroyed or broken or ripped or something else. It will always stay this way. This is nice. Take a look at a Pikachu card. Way to look at these is you hold them tap and hold, it says. You can see there's HP. When they lose all of that, they're knocked out. When this is the move that they can do, it tells you what the attack damage would do to the other Pokemon's HP. And it shows you which ones are the active Pokemon. The ones that are in this position are the ones that are the active Pokemon. You and your opponent's Pokemon battle one another as you try to knock out all of their Pokemon one by one. In battle, you can use cards you collected to face off against your opponent. In this guide, you can battle with cards that have been set for you. Cards near you are your in-zone play, and the cards on the other side are your opponent's in-play zone. Sorry, in-play zone, not in-zone play. This is the active spot, and it's where your Pokemon battle using attacks. Pokemon in the active spot are referred to as active Pokemon. There also is the bench, where they're classified as a bench Pokemon. You can switch those out for the active Pokemon, especially if you can do the retreat cost and whatnot. Some of them have no retreat cost, some of them have some of them have too much. Here's your deck. And then these are the 1 cards in your hand down here. You also have the energy right next to you. Starting in the next part of the guide, we'll go through the steps of battle. Reason to do these is because you get a couple for each one you do, so it's really nice to do these in general. Prepare for battle. Before starting the battle, let's set up your Pokemon. This is where you put it in the active spot first. When you start the battle, you have to put a Pokemon in the active spot, so you have to have a Pokemon to put there. Take a good look at your cards in your hand. Only ones you can put into the active spot are basic Pokemon. Place the basic Pokemon into the... Not letting me do it. There we go. It's like swiping it. Once you're done setting your active Pokemon, next is setting up your bench. During a real battle, you have the option to set up your bench. This guide, let's practice setting it up. Yep. Just like we did for the active spot, we'll put it in our bench. Once you set up your Pokemon, go ahead and tap Start Battle. Now you're ready to begin the battle. It's just showing you step by step. So it's easing you into the process. It's teaching those new people how to do this if you haven't. I mean, you'd have the same thing happen if you go to like a pre-release at a card store or something. Or like at an event somewhere. Use an attack. To use an attack, you need energy. Knock out your opponent's Pokemon to earn points. If you are the first to reach 3 points, if you look in the bottom left, it shows your name and it shows points. You win the battle. Points will be displayed here. Use Pikachu's Gnaw to knock out Pokemon. Knock out your opponent's Eevee. Just like that, we had 2. Now we have 3. Now we win. Got 2 for that. Go to attach energy. Shows you that. It probably tells you how to attach them and everything else too. Not how, but if you can or not. Attach energy. Pokemon need energy to use attacks. If you're going first, you won't be able to attach energy right away unless you have something that will just throw on energy if you like flip coins or something. When it's your turn, an energy is generated in the energy zone. This is the energy zone down here that they're highlighting. You can also see the energy that will be generated during your next turn, which is a little smaller one in the bottom right. Attach your energy to a Pikachu. So the reason for that being is if you can have electric water deck or an electric flying deck or something, and if you had different energies, so if you had colorless energy, if you had metal energy, or I don't know if they do any of those. If you had the thunder energy, lightning energy, you had leaf energy, you had water energy, it would show you what the next one's coming and the one that you'd be able to use. So Pikachu has no 1 lightning energy. You can now use its attack. Gnaw. Good gnaw. One point. We won that one because they gave us 2 points at the very beginning. Play Pokemon from your hand. Yep, just said that. when your turn comes around, you start by drawing a card from your deck. One comes up, we get a Pikachu. A Pikachu from your hand. You can play them. If it's a basic, as soon as you pull it, you can play it. Oh, want us to put it right in the middle. If you have no Pokemon left in play, you lose the battle. But now, even if your active Pokemon is knocked out, you don't need to worry. So, for those that don't know, if I only had the Eevee there and it was their turn and they attack with the Charmander and it got knocked out, I would lose. Even if they only had 1 point, I'd lose. But since I have Pikachu in the reserves, they only got 1 point. Now I can say Eevee's been knocked out. Choose a bench Pokemon to put in your active. I would be choosing the Pikachu, and it does that. You don't have to drag it up at that point because it's already on the bench. Click on it, you get it. You get it next. Put this here. You have a weakness to Charmander. And we won again. Makes you feel good about yourself whenever you're playing those. Like automatic. Hey, you got it. End your turn. Attach an energy to Snorlax. So Snorlax needs 4 energies there. They're colorless energies, so I can use whatever energies I want. It only has 3. I'm gonna have to end my turn because I can't do anything else. Take a closer look at the Snorlax card. Rollout needs 4. Look at Snorlax's attack. Need 4 energy required. Those are colorless energies. Oh, it says that these are called colorless energies. The symbol means any type of energy can be used. When you can't attack, when you can't use an attack, tap the turn button to end your turn. There you go. Thought I tapped it, but I forgot there was a speech bubble. Now Charizard has 2. It comes around. I can place Bulbasaur, but they're just going to let you walk through the same spot. You generated an energy. It's your turn. Attach a 4th energy to Snorlax and use this attack. Attach it there. Click on the card. You click on the attack you want, and boom. We won again against the Charizard with the Snorlax. Oops. Evolve your Pokemon. Evolve your Pokemon. Let's try evolving your Pokemon during battle. Take a good look at the cards in your hand. So just to show you this, I don't know if it'll show us it because it wants us to show it's in our hand. There's a basic, stage 1, stage 2. Right now we're on a stage 1. If we click on Charizard, we tap and hold it. Here's what it says. Evolves from Charmeleon. You can see it up in the top left. You can evolve that the Pokemon that is shown here with the correct evolution Pokemon. Charmeleon is the Pokemon in the active spot. Evolve Pokemon in play by putting evolution Pokemon from your hand on top of them. You just drag it, place it above it. You'll see it turns green. Boom. You also saw it had a yellow hue at the bottom. That usually means that you can evolve it. And you just drag it on whichever one you think it would evolve to. I mean, you don't think, but you would know if you look at the card a little bit closer. Pokemon can have higher HP and stronger attacks after evolving. Even if a Pokemon evolves, it keeps all attached energy and any damage. You can evolve as many Pokemon as you want on your turn. Sorry, I thought I was going to say on your own turn. Except on your first turn. You can't evolve a Pokemon on its first turn in play, or if it's already evolved during this turn. So if, for instance, if it was a Charmander and it was my first turn, I can't evolve it. If it's my second turn and I have a Charmeleon and a Charizard, I can only evolve it to a Charmeleon. I can't go Charmeleon, Charizard, and then I can go attack with the Charizard if I had the energy, but it's not going to be the case. Crimson Storm. You also want to read what the attacks do so you know what will be the case or what you need to prepare for in the next one in case you want to keep on using that or whatever. Good work. This concludes the basic rules of battle. If you want to learn the rules for advanced players, you can keep progressing through the battle guide. You Now you can at least try your hand at a battle. Now that you can battle, you'll be gifted your very first deck. A deck is made up of a set of 20 cards. Each player uses a deck to battle. You can view and build decks by tapping this button. You can try battling AI opponents that use a variety of deck types in solo. Let's try your hand at solo battle. Step up battles have a different level, have different levels of difficulty. Let's start out with beginner. Winning battles will give you rewards like player XP and items. And you can see they have pack hourglasses, the shine dust, and the shop tickets. Start off battling against this Ivysaur deck. Ivysaur. There's also a feature that does the battling for you automatically. It can be toggled with this button. You can try it out. Oh, sorry. Auto feature can be toggled during battle. On that note, please try your hand at battle using deck we gifted you earlier. So we got a Rapidash deck. Go into it. All right. So we have 2 basic Pokemon. You can see that this one's a stage 1, so we can't use that one, but these 2 are basic ones, so we can use now. I want to do the Growlithe first, but we can also place Ponyta, so we're ready for if that one gets knocked out. I didn't look at the HP either. Growlithe has more HP, but they both have the same attack, so either way it's gonna work out in some way or another. I'm gonna put the Rattata on the bench. I'm going to use a Pokeball. The items, you can use as many as you want. If you had 4 Pokeballs, you could use 4 Pokeballs. If you had heals or something else, you can use those. But the supporters, you can only use 1 of each. We also got a Magmar, which is a basic. We're going to put Magmar out there. And we're going to use Professor's Research to draw 2 cards. Ooh, we should have waited for the Farfetch. The Farfetch, oh man, the Farfetch is great. We went first, so we have to end our turn. We can't attach energy or anything there unless we had something that would let us draw energy, which would usually be a chance type thing. They're putting out everything too. They can attack it. They can attach an energy, and if they wanted to, if it only costed 1 energy, they could also attack. So I made the mistake on putting Growlithe out there because I didn't look at the energy that needed to be attached. I just said Growlithe, cool Pokemon, put him out there. We use Professor's Research again. If any of these were evolutions, we could evolve them on the second turn. This is the second turn. In the turn, they're going to most likely hit us with a pound because they'll get 2 energy, which is completely fine. Ooh, we got a Pidgey. I haven't seen Pidgey in play. We're gonna bite for 20. I didn't realize the attack damage on their Jigglypuff either. I say, because this one does 50, we do this one because it'll be able to knock out a lot of the other stuff. I was gonna do this one because it's only 1 energy. Now you also notice that this Growlithe didn't lose any energy when he did it. It doesn't say it'll lose energy, so it keeps the 2 when it's attacking. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add it here to the Magmar so that the next turn we can just go head in and just start attacking. So if I would have done this a little bit better, I would have already had that Jigglypuff knocked out by now with Ponyta, I think. No, I don't know. If not, it would have been at least down a bit. I think it would have been knocked out. I want this one. We're going to attach an energy to the Magmar. Magma Punch. Now, if he puts up one of those grass types, it has a weakness against the Magmar. And you can see that in the bottom left. And here's the other thing that you did that I don't think they explained to you, but I feel like a lot of people are just start doing it either way. So we'll pull this out. I'm actually going to attach this energy to the Farfetch'd, but if I hold on my Farfetch'd, I can see that it has a weakness to lightning, which means that if they had a lightning type Pokemon, it would do 20 plus damage. So you want to look at those because each one has a different thing. Each one has a different weakness. The reason why Farfetch'd has the lightning weakness is because it's a bird. If it gets struck by lightning, it's going to fall. This one has a fighting weakness because basic colorless stuff, normal Pokemon or whatever, are weak to fighting. And they have different rule sets in the games too, some of these. And of course, these ones will be weak to water because it's fire. Now, this one is weak to the electric or lightning. This one is weak to fire. So if they put one of these out, it's gone immediately. Because I have 50 and it would do 20. They would have to have 70. It's just gone. Magma Punch. Gonna go punch the bed later. Adios. Thank you for sticking around. Unless you're gonna go punch it later instead of you're saying later because you're gonna go punch the bed. I'll put it on this one because this one has more HP. We got a Jigglypuff, but we don't really need it. Can't use it either right now. Now we got 2 points. They have 1. Probably could have made it to where they couldn't get any. Ooh. Evolve to Rapidash. Now, here's the thing. You can attack and then the next round they'll take us out. Or we can do this. You can go into your Pokemon and you can press retreat. Now you notice that it has 2 colorless energies. It's usually going to be a colorless energy to retreat it, but that's what it costs to retreat it. So you're going to notice that this is going to go from 2 energy to none pretty darn quickly. We're going to pull out the Rapidash because it has more HP, but we're also going to do 40 damage instead of 50. 50 would have been fine enough to bring that down to 10, but it also makes it to where I'm not getting knocked out. This could have been done quicker if I would have paid attention to certain things and did them properly instead of just going in with my favorite. And there we go. You won. Show you the one card that did the best for you in that situation, the card of the game. I think it also shows, yeah, it shows the opponent's card of the game. And it shows you what you got. I knocked out a Pokemon, active Pokemon one time with an attack from a fire type, put 4 basic Pokemon into play. Okay. We don't have anything else except for this Rapidash deck, but it doesn't mean it's the end of the world. We're gonna go try to take out Charmeleon with this one. So the whole coin flip thing tells you if you're going first or you're going second. Neat in general, but usually better to, I feel like, go second. Either way, I think we still should do pretty good. We're gonna do this. Costs 1 energy, does gnaw, and we're gonna put this over here because we also have this Centiskorch. Again, this is the beginning of the battle. We can't do any of that, but we are going first. Okay, so we got this guy too. We're gonna pull. So you notice that this is not glowing yellow, even though we can evolve. It up there it shows that it evolves from a Sizzlepede. We're gonna use this so we can get more cards. Growlithe and Magmar. Magmar's a decent one to put up there. We're gonna end our turn. They're gonna most likely put down a Pokemon or 2 or 3. They're gonna attack us. Heatmore is a decent one as well. First, we're gonna get this Centiskorch out here. This one's good, pretty good too, because you can get 30 off on it. We're gonna do the Centiskorch. We're also gonna get Professor's Research to get some more cards. The reason why we didn't put one on Rattata, because we went first. He already did a decent amount of damage to us. Now we're gonna go into, what does this do? So the reason why I'm doing this is there is going to be a reason for it. We're gonna do this one because it has enough HP where it should last a while unless they evolve it. I was going to do the Growlithe, but I actually clicked that one, I will say. But now we can put whatever we need, whatever we would want to here. We'll put the Heatmore. In a better world, you'd want to be facing this deck with its weakness, which is water. For the most part, it's water. We don't have a Ponyta out there, so we can't do that. Should probably put that out there. Just didn't think about it. There's none other than Growlithe, none of the other ones evolve. You can retreat if you want, because we met the retreat costs. It's gonna make us discarded energy because it's only one, and next round we'll get another one. Even if we do this, it's gonna be completely fine. It would, in my head, it would have been better to take out the Growlithe, and I just didn't do it. I accidentally clicked the Centiskorch because you don't get to drag them. It would have been better to take out the Growlithe, let me build energy on the Centiskorch, and then come out with the Centiskorch fresh. So even if I would have had 2 points taken off, it wouldn't have mattered because it would have worked out either way. Fire Blast. Now we have 2 points. Worst case scenario, they bring out one of those with an energy, the Spearow or the Charmander. They could even make it a Charmeleon right now. Well, not with that. That only gets basic Pokemon when you use the Pokeball. Yes, to see, they made it into a Charmeleon, and they don't have enough to attack me because they have to meet like the 3 energy requirement. They would have been able to take me out if that was the case. But we're gonna attach an energy and Fire Blast them and win. One in 13 rounds, 1 3/1, 4 basic Pokemon into play. Got it. So you also noticed that I didn't do one of them because I didn't fight it with a water type Pokemon. I did not actually mean to fight this one. We're at a disadvantage here. I meant to go back. I'm gonna put out those ones and start the battle. See how it goes. Oh, we're fighting the same one. We're fighting the fire. I didn't realize that. over here thinking I like absolutely made a blunder. Nope, I'm fine. Yeah, we've got 2 other ones that can evolve. We'll use a combustion that can evolve. Ooh. Let's read what that does. If any Pokemon can't attack during your opponent's next turn. Ooh, dang. So I'm gonna pop one of these in Rapidash just so it has it, since it's going to be able to do more damage and my turn. Unless they get a Ninetales. Yeah, they're gonna tail whip me again. And it doesn't do anything because it didn't land on heads, which is good. Now we attach an energy to that. We can retreat it, go into the Rapidash, and do 40 damage instead of 10. I thought we were fighting the water deck. Nope, we're not. Ooh, that would have been bad for me if they would have gotten that heads. Scorch. Put an energy on it. Fire Rain. You have the opportunity to. I feel like sometimes you can just leave the energy off or leave them from evolving until they take a little bit of damage. You just don't want to risk it if they can evolve. And then you can go into like setting up another Pokemon. Setting up another Pokemon and then bringing it in whenever. I don't need to use the Pokeball in my hand because it's only going to bring out basic. I feel like most of my basics are out. If they're not, I'd just be pulling another basic that I can't play on the bench because it's full. Ooh. So this is a case that I would be knocking out this Wigglypuff. You can also hold their cards to see. And then I'd look. They have a Gnaw here. If they have something to evolve this will do more damage. And then they have a Gust from a Pidgey. It only does 10. It wouldn't knock me out. I can do one of 2 things here. I can either attack, which I'm just going to attack, or I could retreat into the Scorch, have more health, and then just be able to attack them with something even better. I can't attack now, so that Jigglypuff would do 30 damage to me. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to do Fire Main. And then they'll bring something out, probably hit me with it, and then I'll either have to bring out the other Pokemon or just keep going with the one I have. Could just attach an energy and go out. We can also do this just for the fun of it. I don't think we have any like heals or anything in this. I don't think it matters. Go in here and Fire Main. I was seeing if I could start charging while doing this, and I can, which is great. I bumped the input and it didn't like it. I didn't need to redo that one, but I also won it without them winning anything, like winning any points. Alright, so we're gonna go back and see if we can grab any more cards. We can. We also won or participated in a solo battle, so we can do more. Edit a deck. And 1 thanks. Win 3 solo battles. I actually didn't know that I was supposed to do that. We get Shine Dust. they have a bunch of things you can do here. So the friends thing's just going to be one of those things that'll just take time either way. Obtaining flair is going to take time. You can register a friend if you know you're adding people and they add you back. Apply a card sleeve. Apply card sleeves to a deck. Apply a play mat to a deck. Send 5 thanks. Do all these things pretty much. So one of the things I would say to do if I were you, you gonna show me other things? Oh, okay. 60 cards. Advanced stuff. This is the advanced stuff you were just seeing. Theme decks. If we were able to get theme decks, we'd just be able to see them here. You can get different rewards for it. But show you some of the other things they want you to do is if you go here and you go to decks, you can start making decks. The reason why this would be good to do, what I would do is I'd do that first battle, and then I'd come here and start making decks. As long as you have the cards, it'll tell you the deck's made up of 20 cards, blah, 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 blah. Pretty sure we just went through this. Let's try building a deck. Okay, we didn't start going through it. You go through here, you can build a deck from scratch. So I would say do that first one. They give you a rental deck, the Rapidash one to use. After that, go and start building decks, because if you have that weakness, you could use that card against whatever it is. And you're not going to have the best decks at the beginning, but it'll be something to help you get through those a little easier. You can build a deck from scratch, search from the deck list. Now let's build a deck from scratch. Please tap build a new deck. So that's what they were talking about, build from themed deck list. Whenever you get a themed deck to rent, you can build it if you have all the cards to do so. But we're going to say build a new deck because that's what they want us to do. Now let's decide which cards to include in your deck. Please tap edit. Tap edit. Here you'll choose 20 cards to include in your deck. Auto build may be useful while starting out. Select types and cards will be auto selected. So we're going to go into auto build. We're going to do grass. We're going to say that's what we want for grass. It puts whatever it thinks is best in here. So it gives us some of the grass types. It gave us our 2 Pikachus, which was a great card to have. And then it gives you some of the other ones. Oh, it was saying different stuff. You can try using it once you have collected a lot of cards. Let's continue. So like you can build your own is what I think they were trying to say. You can go and put whatever card you want in there. Once you have decided which cards to include, you're almost done. You can set accessories and other things here. You can go here and you can start setting things. You can also give your deck a name. Right there, you can give it a name. Finally tap save and your deck is complete. We'll end this tutorial without saving. Now you have to build a deck. In my decks, you can build decks to use in battle. The deck is made up of a set of 20 cards. You can also build using auto build. All you have to do is select auto build. Then 1 or more times, and the deck will automatically will be automatically built using cards you own. You can also change your playmat, card sleeves, Pokemon coin. These can be obtained in a number of ways, like from the shop or by completing missions. You can tap this icon if you want to see this explanation again. If you are unsure of anything else, you can try checking tips. So I'm gonna tell you a few things with this. One, if you're going through this and you're doing these solo battles, one, it is the first thing out of all of it. It is very good to do the solo battles. So one of the things you want to do when you're going through any of this stuff in general, if I wanted to, this shows that I have 1 of 2 for the Charmeleon deck. It means the missions that I'm doing, you got 1 or 2. It tells you what the weakness it wants you to use. So fire has a water weakness. It wants you to build a water deck, or wants you at least take a water type Pokemon and beat the fire type Pokemon with it. So we could go to the next one, which will show us that we would need a lightning type Pokemon. We can go over to our decks, build a deck, build a new deck. We could say, oh, well, we need to make a water type. Okay, well, let's put a water type on there. You can pick the card decks that you want if you want to do that. You can leave all this stuff here. You can always change this. But for now, we're just going to leave that. We're going to let it auto build a water deck. We did that as water. Now it gave us all of our water ones. It gave us other useful Pokemon in here. Like I said, Farfetch'd, great card to have in this at the very beginning, and it's going to auto do it for you. Do I have? Yeah, I have a Jigglypuff, so it gave us the Wigglytuff EX, and it gave us the other cards there. You could stop here and say, hey, fine, dandy, thank you, I'm going to do it. Or you could look through here and say, oh, well, maybe I want the Pidgey. Or maybe I want any sort of supporter or other types of Pokemon here in general. So like if I really wanted to be me, I could say, oh, I love Squirtle, I'm gonna put Squirtle in there. I don't have anything for it to evolve into, which would be a lot better, but I could do it. I mean, I've got a Wartortle, but does 40, you get 20 for it. Is it really worth it? Who knows? So like right now, I'm gonna be that person. I'm just gonna be that person. I'm going to say, boom, 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 boom. Sorry, didn't mean to take out the the Jigglypuff. Let's put Squirtle, Wartortle. Let's get the Wigglytuff back, or Jigglypuff. Sorry, not Wigglytuff. Jigglypuff, and then I want to use this Squirtle as well. Okay, we're gonna say okay on that. Yeah. And then we can set here, we can say, I don't want these to be the main cards. I want these to be the main cards. Like to highlight them for that deck. That would be there. We can go here and we can change the accessories for this. So like for right now, I'm going to do it. I'm going to put the Eevee on. Oops. You can go to the coin, put the Eevee on. You can go to playmat, put the Eevee on. And then save it. You can go back over here and we can redo that solo battle that we didn't get at the time. Right now we have where we can knock out opponents' active Pokemon with a water type. So come here, we click here, we go onto our second deck, we say okay, we realize that we didn't give it a name. Go in here and you can take all that out. Put water, save, go into it, what you want, go into solo, go into step up battles, go here, and then fight it with what we got.
Thanks for the raid.
Amanda, thank you for the raid. How's everybody doing? I am getting massively addicted to Pokemon TCG Pocket. What's up, Sham Damon? Raid. Thank you. Actually, because we're going second, we're going to use our Pikachu card. We're going to do Farfetch. And yeah, we'll do Jigglypuff. How are y'all doing? How'd the stream go? I know it's Mental Health Friday. It was good. That's good to hear. How are you? I'm doing okay. It was a stressful day, but other than that, I'm doing okay. Playing some Pokemon, having fun. This changes for work. We'll just say that. Put our Squirtle out. Favorite Pokemon. Put an energy onto. Wait, does this? This attack does 30 damage for each of your bench Pokemon. Okay, so that's good. I filled out the bench. In the turn. Got moved to anime. What? Did move to anime talks. That's always works, right? Anime talks are fun. This Pikachu EX card is great. Especially for the fact that now that I have 3 bench Pokemon, one, we're not going to evolve that one. We'll wait. We can go and we can do Circle Circuit and Do 90 to it. Wait, is it? Oh, benched electric. So I'm dumb. I didn't read it far enough. It had the little electric sign on it. I don't know if I don't know if I showed that well enough. That's the little electric sign out, which means that I gotta have electric Pokemon. So what we'll do is we'll put a energy on that Pokemon. We will actually evolve Wartortle, Pikachu, or Squirtle to Wartortle. Use this. Okay, as long as you have fun talking about anime, right? Usually can be fun either way. Got this guy here, and we're gonna leak slap him. Was not paying attention to that. Another Pikachu. Leak slap him again. Oh, we got a Giovanni. We could use Giovanni. We don't need to though. Giving suggestions and talking about the next seasons. Ooh, interesting. That can be fun. Wigglytuff. Another EX card. Beautiful card arts. I'll leak slap him again. Telling me I can use Giovanni. Giovanni wouldn't have made it to where I can take it out, so I'm good. Put there. Leak slap again. Nice, nice. We're going to retreat into Wartortle. Oh, never mind. We're not going to retreat into Wartortle. We're just going to be able to pull out Wartortle. Wartortle. And this should take it out because it has plus 20. Just to show you real quick. Weakness plus 20 for water. Just attach another one to it for the fun of it. Use that. We'll use Giovanni this time just to not have it tell us that we have a supporter card we can use. By the way, if anybody's new, my name's Josaro, or I have other names that I go by. A lot of people call me different names for sure in stream, but I play Nintendo games mostly. I sometimes play Valorant. I was actually going to switch to Valorant, but I am absolutely addicted to this game right now. And I restarted this on a different device just so I can play it and show people the beginning. And I sometimes play other like computer games as well, but mainly Nintendo, Valorant, and mixing some things here and there. I might start like taking Saturdays and mixing in stuff. Always welcome to come by. If not, always enjoy Amanda's streams. They're always great. There's a bunch of other people that I know that she raids and stuff that are great too. So appreciate the raid. Appreciate you for sticking around if you're gonna stick around. So that's the basics of it. So for the next one, what we're going to do is I'm just going to run through these on stream. I'm not going to run through each one of these because I know people are going to do them either way. But we're going to build a deck, an electric deck just for that Wartortle deck that we've got to beat. We're going to build one. Oh, not that way. We're going to do build. Oops, not that way. We're going to make this a lightning. We don't really have to do anything else there. We can say auto build, lightning. Okay. Now we've got lightning. Now those Pikachu will come in handy. I don't know why they give us heat more. We do have the Farfetch. So that should be fine. I'm gonna say okay. Okay, I'm off to bed. Good night, friends. Good night, Mandeth. Thank you for the raid. I appreciate you. Appreciate your lovely group too. But that's it for that one. Just because I'm recording a video, I'm going to end it here. I do really thank y'all for liking, commenting, subscribing, watching, doing all y'all do. I hope you have a good one. I'll see y'all later. Bye bye.